The anticipation inside the Walker, Texas Lawyer Arena was electric, a charged atmosphere buzzing with the roar of passionate fans eagerly awaiting what promised to be a defining moment in the reality of wrestling women's division. The stakes couldn't have been higher as the Moneybirds, Gigi Ray and Lady Bird Monroe, stepped into the ring with a singular purpose: to capture the elusive women's tag team championship titles they had chased for so long. This was their third opportunity, a chance they knew might be their last, and their determination radiated in every move and glance shared between these two best friends who had spent years building an unbreakable bond inside and outside the ring. Their opponents, the reigning champions Spark the World, brought a formidable challenge. Jada Stone, a rising star with a magnetic presence and a fierce competitive edge, teamed up with Kaya Capri, known in the wrestling world as the Bahama Mama, who stepped in to defend the titles under the Freebird rule after the notable absence of Maya World. This substitution added an extra layer of complexity and unpredictability to the match, as Capri's interference had played a controversial role in past offenses, making the Moneybirds even more cautious and focused. From the opening bell, it was clear this would be a tactical masterclass, a war of attrition where ring awareness, teamwork, and strategy would dictate the outcome as much as raw power and athleticism. Jada Stone and Kaya Capri immediately executed a textbook tag team approach, cutting the ring in half and isolating Lady Bird Monroe in their corner, denying her the critical tag to Gigi Ray. They applied relentless pressure, using quick tags and double-team maneuvers to keep Monroe off balance, wearing her down physically and mentally with a combination of hard-hitting strikes, submission holds, and psychological warfare. Jada Stone's confidence was palpable. Her taunts and showboating, a mix of cocky arrogance and star power, added fuel to the fiery atmosphere. It was no surprise that WWE superstar Bayley, a notable fan and supporter, had publicly worn Jada's merchandise, recognizing her as a genuine rising star. The crowd was firmly behind the challengers, sensing the injustice of the champions' underhanded tactics and the grit displayed by the Moneybirds. Despite the disadvantage, Monroe refused to submit. Time and again, she absorbed strikes and held on through punishing isolation, feeding off the energy of the crowd and the support of her partner, who paced anxiously on the apron, urging her to hold on just a little longer. Meanwhile, the champions smartly used distractions, subtle interference, and savvy ring psychology to maintain control. Kaya Capri, stepping into a role she had mastered, expertly disrupted any attempt by the Moneybirds to regain momentum, creating tension and frustration for Monroe and Ray. The champions' chemistry and experience were on full display, forcing the challengers to dig deep into their reserves of skill, trust, and resilience. Just when it seemed the challengers might be trapped in an endless cycle of beatdown, Monroe found an opening, summoning the strength to escape the corner and reach for the tag. The crowd erupted as Gigi Ray exploded into the ring with an energy shift that could be felt throughout the arena. Ray's entry sparked a dramatic turnaround. Her quick strikes, high-flying agility, and aggressive offense put the champions on the defensive for the first time in the match. The pace intensified as all four women battled fiercely, the back-and-forth exchanges highlighting the technical prowess and sheer heart of each competitor. The tension mounted with every near fall, each kick-out drawing cheers and gasps alike. In a breathtaking moment of athleticism and courage, Lady Bird Monroe ascended the top rope and launched a devastating aerial attack that took Kaya Capri out of the equation, leaving Jada Stone vulnerable and isolated in the ring. Sensing the shift, Gigi Ray unleashed a relentless flurry of moves, precise strikes, impactful slams, and innovative combinations, wearing down Stone with an intensity matched only by the crowd's rising excitement. The champions tried to mount a comeback, but the momentum had swung irrevocably. With every passing second, it became more evident that the Moneybirds were on the verge of a historic victory. Finally, after a suspenseful pin attempt that seemed to last an eternity, the referee's hand hit the mat for the third and decisive count. The arena exploded in jubilation as Gigi Ray and Lady Bird Monroe were crowned the new reality of wrestling women's tag team champions. The emotion was overwhelming. Tears of joy, triumphant smiles, and embraces that told a story of friendship, struggle, and ultimate redemption. This victory wasn't just a championship win. It was the fulfillment of a journey marked by perseverance, unyielding loyalty, and a refusal to give up, no matter the odds. The Moneybirds' rise from underdogs to champions was a testament to the power of trust and chemistry in tag team wrestling, reminding fans everywhere why they cherish the sport. Their win also signaled a shift in the women's division of Reality of Wrestling, opening new storylines and rivalries, and elevating the status of tag team competition to new heights. The crowd's thunderous applause and standing ovation reflected the significance of the moment, not just for the winners, but for everyone who had witnessed the battle. A night where passion, skill, and heart combined to create a memorable chapter in wrestling history. As the new champions held their belts aloft, the arena lit up with cheers, chants, and the promise of more incredible battles to come, marking the beginning of a new era where the Money Birds would soar, inspiring fans and fellow wrestlers alike with their story of